welcome to another episode of Wellness with Wam. On today's episode, as you could tell by the title, we're going to be discussing my go-to yoga poses for that time of the month. If you're new here, my name is WamXO, and on this channel, we focus strictly on fashion and lifestyle content. Before we get started, just a quick disclaimer. I am not a doctor. I am not a yoga instructor, and I have not gone under any professional yoga training or anything like that. Everything that I'll be talking about or discussing is what works for me, what I've tried and what just really works for me. So if you're interested in yoga, you're also a beginner like me, because I am a beginner. I would suggest that you check out Yoga with Cassandra, Yoga with Bird, or Yoga with Adrian. That's just my top three, my go-tos. I just enjoy their practices, and they just have practices that speak to me and that really just cater to my yoga needs, if that makes any sense. Now that we've got that out of the way, I'm just going to start with my top one, my ultimate favorite yoga pose for that time of the month, and that is child's pose. I just love that pose. There's just something about it. It's so grounding for me. It feels safe. It doesn't take a lot from my body, but also it has so many benefits. The child's pose is a hip opener. It stretches your back, it stretches your lower back, and it takes so little from you physically. That's just my opinion. Child's pose is a calming pose. It is said to relieve neck, back, and hip strain. Like I said, I just love this pose because there's just something about it that makes me feel so safe, so grounded, and I just love it. Pose number two that I really enjoy, and I just love this one because I can do it anywhere, and that's the easy pose, right? You just sit, cross your legs, close your eyes, and just breathe. There's just something about it that's so grounding. I'm probably going to say grounding a lot in this video, but yes, if there's one pose that is really grounding for me, it has to be the easy pose. And it's just, I just take a few minutes to just breathe, deep breaths in and out, and just calm myself down and just recenter myself and just relax, just let go and just return to self. I think it's my return to self pose. It is actually even said to relieve menstrual pain. So I think that's why I enjoy this pose during that time of the month. And for me, my anxiety and stress runs really high during that time of the month, and I think for most of us. So it is also said to be a stress and anxiety reliever. So it has many great benefits to it. And the third pose that I'm going to talk about is Savasana, or corpse pose. I really enjoy this pose because for me, it's just a resting pose. You literally just lie on your back and just sink into the ground. It is so calming. It is so relaxing. It allows you to just focus or pay attention to your inner self and just let go. Just sink into the ground and just connect with the ground. I really enjoy this pose because, again, it doesn't really take a lot from your body physically, but it has so many great benefits. It's calming. It's also said to reduce stress and anxiety. Like I said, it allows you to pay attention to your inner self. Savasana just really allows me to just clear my mind, let go, just lie on that floor and just let go and just be there, be present with me. And the next pose I'm going to talk about is knees to chest. Firstly, this pose feels like a hug. It legit feels like a hug. If you're like me and you feel very down and low and sad during that time of the month, This pose is so comforting. You lift your knees up to your chest and you just hold on to them, and you just hold on to them. It feels like a hug. It feels like I'm hugging myself. I'm hugging my inner child. It feels like I'm saying everything is going to be all right. We are all right. Everything is working out how it's supposed to be. It's just a beautiful feeling. It helps relieve lower back pain. It also is said to help with flexibility. What I like to do is to also just sway my body from side to side when I'm in this pose, and that just feels like a really nice massage to your lower back. And my lower back be putting me through it during that time of the month. And then let's talk happy baby. So this pose I've been doing even way before I got into doing yoga and all of that. I remember as a child, we all just love putting our feet up and just holding onto them and just swaying side to side. So I've been a happy baby. So I really just enjoy this pose for the same reasons as knees to chest. Again, I enjoy like swaying from side to side in this position, because it feels like a massage to my lower back, but also it's a hip opener, and it also just, it feels so good because because during that time of the month I feel very tight, my lower back and lower abdominal which one is it, area. So it just feels like it's stretching that part and just provides some relief from the cramps. I don't know if I'm making sense, but try the pose and you will, and see if you get what I mean. It just really feels like a stretch to the most important parts, basically. The next pose I'm going to talk about, this is one of my favorites. Like every time I am going to practice, trust and believe that cat and cow is there. I am going to do cat and cow. So I struggle with upper back pain, and I don't know, there's just something about cat and cow. It just feels like it's stretching my spine, and I just love how it feels. I just really enjoy doing that pose. Cat and cow is said to relieve back pain. Makes sense. I've experienced that. It's also said to help with flexibility, and it helps loosen your back muscles. I believe that. That's just my favorite pose. I just really enjoy it, and yeah, it's just always part of my practice, whether it's that time of the month or not. It's just one of my go-to poses. I really enjoy cat and cow. Again, it's a moment for me to like breathe, because you just breathe in and out throughout the practice, and you move at your own pace, you move with your breath. It's a way of you to connect movement with breath, and it's just a beautiful pose for me. And lastly, but definitely not least, the last pose that I'm going to be talking about is a forward fold. I don't know how to explain it. There's just, when I go into a forward fold, it feels like something is being lifted off my shoulders. It literally feels like all the baggage, all the stress, everything is just being lifted off my shoulders. I don't know if it's my head facing down or something, but it just feels like something is being removed from my shoulders. I also like swaying from side to side when I'm in the forward fold. There's just something so calming about that, something that says it's going to be all right, we're okay, we're fine. Just breathe, move like the wind. It's such, I don't know how to explain it. It feels so good, but also I feel like it stretches my spine a bit. And this fold is also said to calm the mind, improve digestion, and it is also said to reduce stress and blood pressure. I hope this video was informative and helpful. I hope you try some of these out. And I really hope you enjoyed this video, because I enjoyed making it. I've been wanting to make this video for a very long time, but I kept like stalling because I felt like, am I really in a position to be making a video like this? Because I am a beginner. All I know is just from watching other yogis on YouTube and all of that. But honestly, if it helps someone out there, these are my go-to yoga positions for that time of the month. And yes, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you would like to see more videos like this, please do let me know. And until next time, it's bye-bye.